Okay, let's begin to discuss the paper. First question, what is the organ that mainly performs nitrogenous excretion of human? The answer is kidney. Kidney produces urine. The unit of pressure is equation for pressure is equal uh, force divided by area. So force is measured by Newton and area square meter. The pressure is measured from newtons per square meter. Answer is second one. What is the type of biomolecule which hydrogen and oxygen atoms are combined in ratio 2:1? At a glance, you should be able to identify the answer. That's the carbohydrate. So we can confirm it by C6H12O6. This is the chemical formula for glucose. Then here, hydrogen to oxygen ratio is 12 to 6. So finally, we get 1. So the answer is carbohydrate. Next question. Select the correct statement about atoms. Let's see one by one. The nucleus of all atoms of every element contain a neutron. It is false because hydrogen 1, 1. So it doesn't have neutrons. In every atom, the number of neutrons and number of protons in the nucleus are equal. So it is not correct. It is false. Number of neutrons and number of protons are not all the time. They are not equal. Sometimes it can change. The atomic number of two atoms of different element can be equal. No, atomic number is identical for a element. There may be atoms with different mass numbers in same element. It's correct. When we consider isotopes, isotopes have that feature. Hydrogen has 3 isotopes: protium, deuterium, and tritium. So it has what we call different mass numbers and different atomic numbers. So we call these kind of combination isotopes. Of the following plant tissue, which is complex permanent tissue. Complex permanent tissues are made of different types of cells. So when we consider xylem and phloem, they are made of 4 types of cells. So xylem is the answer. What is the particle that contribute to the flow of electric current through metallic conductor? Electron. Conductors have electrons in random motion. So when we supply a current, the random motion, the electrons with random motion start to go flow in a direction from positive to negative terminal. That is what we call electric current. Question 7. 7, 8 are based on following chemical equation. So the chemical equation M is a symbol for a equation. What we have to do in 7th question, we have to identify what indicates by M. M is a solid, and with zinc sulfate, it produces MSO4 and zinc. So sulfate, its valence is 2. Then after forming MS4, you see it also, there's no valency. MSO4 means sulfate valency is 2 and the valency of M also should be 2. That's why this doesn't show any number. So we identified the valency of M is 2. Then from the given answer, we want to find what is the element having valency 2. That is magnesium. You know that it belongs to the second group of the periodic table. So answer is magnesium. What is the type of reaction to which above chemical equation belongs? So here what happens is M react with sulfate and form MSO4 and zinc. It becomes separated. So this is called single displacement. One become isolated. So this is single displacement. The kingdoms to which only heterotrophs belongs are the organism that can't produce their own food. Then the opposite of heterotrophs are autotrophs. Autotrophs are the organism that can produce their own food. Especially photosynthetic organism belong to autotrophs. Here what we want to do, we want to find the organism that can't produce their own food. It means that are not photosynthetic organisms. Fungi is famous. They are heterotrophs. Fungi is heterotrophs. Then protista contain two animals kingdoms that are algae and protozoa. Algae and protozoa belongs to protista. When we consider algae can produce their own food. It means algae has, then example is chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas has a large chloroplast, so it can produce its own food. So protista is not heterotroph. Because of the algae, they belong to the autotrophs. Then we can avoid all the answers containing protista. Then you be know the plants can produce their own food. Then the kingdom plants belong. So a third answer also can be avoided. The final answer is fungi and animalia. 10th question. Of the following structures, select the repeating unit of polythene. Polythene is a polymer made from ethene. So ethene we draw like this. So by combining large number of ethene molecules together, polythene produces. Then what is a repeating unit? So we can draw the repeating unit like this. This double bond we break and hydrogen remains in the same position. And the double bond we write like this. So this is the repeating unit. So the repeating unit here answer is second one. So what about the third answer? Third answer, there's N. N means there are a large number of repeating unit like this. So this is for the polythene. Polythene represented like this. We want to add N. So the repeating unit is the second answer. Question 11. Which is the phenomenon that cannot be explained by total internal reflection? We know total internal reflection happen when the angle of incidence greater than the critical angle. Then what happened? The reflection ray reflect into the same medium. Traveling of light through optical fiber, it's an incident of total internal reflection. Making diamond shiny, it is also total internal. It also happens as a result of total internal reflection. Formation of rainbows by dispersion of white light into colors. So this is a result of refraction, not the total internal reflection. So the answer is third one. Let's see the fourth one. The turning a ray of light by 90 angle by a rectangular prism. It can discussed by total internal reflection. 12th question. Which of the following is a change that occurs after the process of fertilization of a flower? After fertilization of a flower, ovary becomes the fruit. Then ovary wall becomes the pericarp. Then let's see ovules. Ovules inside the ovary becomes seeds. And integument. Integument is the protective layer of the ovules. Integument becomes seed coat. So let's find the correct answer. Ovary turning into pericarp, incorrect. Ovules turning into seeds, that's the correct answer. Sepals turning into seed coat, it's incorrect. And some fruits like tomato, guava, sepals remains after the fertilization. Integument turning into pericarp, no, we know integument turns into seed coat. Which of the following is not a characteristic of a smooth muscle tissue? In animal cells, when we talked about animal tissues, there are three kinds of muscle tissues. Those are smooth muscle tissue, skeletal, and cardiac muscle tissues. Then the smooth muscle tissues, the shape of the cell is like this. They are uninucleate and it has a spindle shape. And cross striations are absent. And cross striations are present only in skeletal tissues and cardiac tissues. So the answer is not the characteristic, that is the second one. And as well as the smooth muscle tissues acting involuntarily. Then 14th question. Consider the following statements given about mechanical waves. The frequency of the wave changes on entering from one medium to another medium. No, frequency is not that kind of a character. Frequency remains unchanged while traveling from one medium to another medium. That's incorrect. The speed of the wave doesn't depend on the frequency. Speed of the wave doesn't depend on the frequency. That's something correct. And the speed of the wave depends on the medium through which it travels. It correct. The temperature of the medium, density, the physical nature of the medium, like whether it's a solid, liquid, or gas. Those are the factors that determine the speed of the wave in a medium. So the answer is B and C. Question for question 14, answer is both one. For 15, given below are some information regarding a certain element. It comes in second order of abundance in elements in Earth crust. It's a semiconductor. That's the answer. That's the point. We can find the answer. Semiconductive materials. Let's see. Show metallic properties as well as non-metallic properties. It means from the word semiconductor, we can presume the answer is silicon. With 15, second one is the answer. A group of students counted the number of animals in a unit area of an ecosystem. Those numbers are given below. The animal species, butterfly, spider, snail, earthworm, leech, centipede, gecko. The numbers are also given. What is the number of animals belonging to phylum Annelida in the relevant area? Phylum Annelida are the phylum that contains segmented worms, like earthworm, leech are the example. Then total number of animals in that area is 2 plus 1, 3. Answer is second one. 17. Of the following compound, what is the compound in which the percentage of oxygen by mass is 50%? So we want to find the molecular mass of each of this compound. Let's see. This is 14, 5 plus 16. Then the answer is that. Let's see. It's 30, 35. 35 oxygen, 16. That's not 50, exactly 50%. This is 40 OH, 16 plus 1, 17 plus multiply by 2, 34. Then the answer is 74. Then oxygen 32. That's not exactly 50%. Let's see this 12 by 12, 4, 16. The answer is 20, 30, 32. Oxygen mass is 16. That is exactly half into 100. Then we can obtain 50%. The answer is third one. What is the advantage of using handle fixed to a door in occasions of opening and closing in it? This can be found using the turning effect of a force. We know that when the perpendicular distance greater, the force we want to apply reduces. So then the answer is here for the 18. It is adequacy of applying a low moment of force. That's not the answer. Being able to execute the greater rotation. That's not. Freeing adequacy to applying small force. That's the answer. In the male reproductive system, sperms are produced in the testis. 20. What is the statement that is true with respect to all the molecules given below? Carbon dioxide, ammonia, water. The electron octet of the central atom of molecule is complete. Let's draw this CO2 in H3 and H2O. Octet 2, 4, 6, 8 complete. 2, 4, 6 and the pair electrons, lone electrons are there. 2, 4, 6, 8. Lone pairs, 2 lone pairs. So the electron octet of the central atom of the molecules are complete. That's correct. Only single bonds occur among the atoms of the molecule. No, the carbon dioxide has double bonds. Lone pairs of the electrons are present in the central atom of the molecule. For the ammonia and water, it is correct, but for the carbon dioxide, it is incorrect. The molecules exist only as gaseous gases at room temperature. The water exists as a liquid in room temperature. So this statement is incorrect. The answer is first one. 21. Consider the following statements given above about heat transfer. There are 3 heat transferring methods. Conduction. Conduction happens in metals. It means solids, especially conductors. When we take examples. Convection happens in gases and liquid mediums. Then radiation. Radiation doesn't need a medium. Radiation. Then let's see. Sea breeze and land breeze occurs due to conduction. No, it is a result of a convection. Heat reaches the earth from the sun by radiation. That's true. Radiation doesn't need a medium. That's why we can say that sun radiation enters the earth by radiation. When a metal spoon is put into a hot cup of a tea, it is heated by convection. No, that's the conduction. The B only correct answer is second one.